I want to record because somebody keeps turning off my video. The fact that, I believe that people in Castle Rock, Colorado assist in assassinating people through real estate, through law enforcement, through whatever. And, let me talk about something really quick. Today is June the 7th, I believe, 2008. Sunday was the 3rd, Monday the 4th, Tuesday the 5th, Wednesday the 6th, today's Thursday the 7th. So today's 7 June 2018. And I want to record that, I believe that people are, well, let me rephrase that. In 2008, I filed an EEO complaint within the Department of Defense, and the following day, I was in a severe automobile accident that almost took my life. The day after, I filed a formal female discrimination complaint. They almost took my life. So let me get to today. 1, I have an extremely healthy heart. I've had my heart checked 2008, 2009, 2011, 2012, 2014, 2016, and 2017. A completely healthy heart. No holes in the heart, no valves problems, no heart disease, nothing. 3D scans, video scans, where they put dye in the heart or around the heart to check blood flow, stress test, EKG tests, and all of them intact. All of them. Now, I wouldn't want to believe that people set up lasers throughout the entire apartment to lase the heart. I don't want to believe that they would do that to try to create a backflow of heart, a blood flow, or putting holes in the heart. Now, when I sit on my couch, I shouldn't feel a tug at my heart and see a light reflection the opposite direction right at the same level of my heart. Or when I'm in the bathroom brushing my teeth, I shouldn't feel a tug at my heart when you can see a reflection from the mirror facing towards me of the heart. And when I'm in the kitchen, I shouldn't feel some kind of light reflection coming my direction and then trying to feel a tug at the heart. And more so, the above light to the pantry, a reflection coming down from the light above the pantry on the left side in which my heart is located, and not on the right side. I would hate to believe that this house was set up with lasers inside the home. Now, there are private investigators because people commit crimes. There's private detectives because people commit crimes. There's lawyers because people commit crimes. And there's killers and murderers. Or they wouldn't have detectives, lawyers, and people and attorneys and private detectives. Because people commit crimes. Now, I don't want to believe that this freaking ass house was established to have X-ray cameras so that they can see every element of your body as you're walking around. And the minute you sit down, and at that particular minute or lay down, they immediately tug the heart or zap the heart, and at the exact same time have a freaking ass bird fly on the property, squawking. That could be coincidence. But I'm going to say this. I've had my heart checked many times, year after year after year after year, with no holes in the heart, no backflow of blood, no incorrect blood flow of the heart, no type of heart disease, no type of anything with my heart. Vein problems or artery problems. Zero. No problems with my heart. And I'd hate to see that there's murderers and people that are living in this subdivision that are designed to target the heart at its convenient timing to cause problems with my heart, including sitting in my freaking ass backyard. Because every house has visibility to me no matter where I am in this freaking ass house outside. Which tells me more than likely they have complete visibility wherever my ass is inside the house. Now, there better not be a mechanism in place that's designed to laze the heart and cause heart problems. And testing the lazing capability by lazing my body and putting holes in my body. On my arms, my legs, my chest. I'm going to say this. You know, society is different today. I've got 5 dead family members. My aunt, they cremated her, so we couldn't do an autopsy on her. They cremated her, and they didn't allow her to communicate with us for 7 years by shutting down her communication. And then we found out she was dead and cremated. And who knows what happened to James? They claim that he was riding his motorcycle, and he stepped over to the side of the road and fell. That's what they wrote on his death report. But that's not what they said in terms of when they told my brother's son to tell me that my brother broke his neck on a side rail. So, you know, he didn't have a scratch on him. He did not. And he didn't look like he broke his neck. Did they laze his heart? I don't know that. Again, an autopsy was not done on him. So, and, you know, I'm a healthy person. I've exercised my whole life. Inline skating, swimming, aerobics, weightlifting, my entire life. I have a solid, healthy heart. No holes in the heart. And sucking the air out of this house, in which I called the Carrier Air Conditioning, who installed the air conditioning units in these homes. From 2003 to today, this house was built in 2005. And sucking the oxygen, putting 7 vents in this house, and every surrounding house has 1 vent to release the hot air, and this has 7 vents to release the cool air from the house. Sucking the oxygen out of this house. Rather than having a proper inflow of air and cooling it and removing the hot air, it's sucking all the cold air and air out of the house. 7 vents in this house, 1 in all the surrounding neighbors. 1 vent to 7 vents in this house. And even when the air conditioning units are turned off, the air is being sucked out of the house through the vents. And here's why I know that somebody installed it deliberately. Because every surrounding house's vents are placed very high where you would have to get on a ladder in order to reach it. And then also to get the proper ventilation of airflow. In this house, they were all placed reachable levels, ground level. So that if somebody wanted to inspect it, it was pulling the air out of the house. All they have to do is put their hands underneath the vent that's sucking the air out of the house, and they're going to feel the airflow out of the house. That's why they did it. That needs to be checked. I'm sick and tired of people. This house was built in 2005 when my mother died. The year my mother passed away, 2005. And the flooring upstairs is the exact same wooden floors that was installed in her kitchen. And she was in a car accident that almost took her life, that crushed all her heart arteries. During that accident, she was hit by a semi-truck sitting idle, thrown into oncoming, yielding a left turn. A semi-truck came behind her, flying, slammed into the back of her Cadillac, ejected her in the air and to oncoming traffic over 65 miles per hour, all the vehicles. And she was hit with more than 5 vehicles, smashing the Cadillac to nothing and crushing her, pinning her against the steering wheel and every component of the vehicle, smashing her heart arteries. She died in 2005. This house was built in 2005, and the exact same flooring that's upstairs in this house is the exact same flooring that was installed in her home in White Plains, Georgia. And the tile that's put in the back, flagstone that's put in the backyard, is the exact same flagstone that I installed in my house in Yuma, Arizona, along my walkway and front entrance. Exactly the same flagstone. And the circle around the grass with rocks around it to separate the yard, divide the yard in two, let's hope it's not my heart, is the exact same dimensions as my swimming pool in Yuma, Arizona. Exactly 30 by 16. And that's the exact same size as my pool in Yuma, Arizona. Exactly. And the gravel that's placed on the freaking playground area where my grandchildren's little house is the exact same gravel that I used around my pool to decorate around the pool deck. Exactly the same gravel. Now you're going to tell me I move over here and every year after year after year I have my heart checked and it's 100% healthy, no blood backup, no valve incorrections, no clogged arteries, nothing. No holes in the heart, no heart murmur. As late as 2017. A freaking ass healthy heart. And I'm going to move into a place where I can't even freaking ass sit idle because they're going to try to laze my heart? On the couch? Or on the bed? Or in the bathroom? Or sitting in the backyard? This house is surrounded by more than likely cameras. 360 degrees this freaking ass house is by neighbors. No problems with the heart. And then going to the pool and having the freaking area where no matter where you sit to have somebody show up with a red type of box with lasers in it, supposedly. Targeting me in Colorado? There's detectives and there's private investigators and there's law enforcement. And there's a reason why people hire them. And you see, I have 5 dead family members. 5. Five dead family members. How did my grandmother have problems? Well, she resided in El Salvador, Central America, and they wanted her in the United States to connect her to my aunt and then to my mother. They wanted to verify who they were. So how did they do it? She was 81 years old, walking her normal path in El Salvador, Central America, and somebody came by and hit her with a car, ejecting her, and then leaving her to die in the street. Not to die, because otherwise they would have gone back and ran her over again, but just injured enough to communicate with my aunt that she had been injured and that we needed to bring her into the United States to care for her, because my grandfather had already passed away, 81 years old. Died in America 2 years later. She would have lived to be 100. She was healthy, happy, and thriving at 81 years old. How did James die? Well, let's get to my mother. I just explained what happened to her. And I'll make this video quicker because it's 16 minutes already. I don't think it uploads. I'm going to stop right there. People better not be trying to commit murder and create heart problems where I reside here in Colorado, 1905 Graphite Court. Their asses better not be trying to lace holes in my heart, create valve problems, blockage, you name it, through lasers. Freedom of speech here. I don't give a shit what anybody else says. Nobody freaking ass supports me. They don't pay for my food. They don't pay for my freaking ass medical. They don't pay for my freaking ass transportation. They don't give a shit about my well-being. They could give a shit. So I don't give a shit what people think about what I say, don't say. I look after my well-being. Nobody else does. Because if they did, their freaking asses wouldn't sold them a house, my son a house, with shit that looked like our family's house, and put me in a freaking ass brown box room like they did. Surrounded 360 degrees by people so that no matter where I sit or stand, I'm a target. Including my freaking ass own inside of the house, or they wouldn't freaking ass painted this room entire freaking ass brown and the entire house upstairs a nice cream yellow with white ceiling and mine with a brown ceiling. Who's looking after me? The realtor? The neighbors? Government? FAA? CIA? FBI? Police department? Fire department? Who's freaking ass looking after my well-being? And why is this a main path to air flight and UAVs? I called FAA. Your freaking asses better not be lazing on the ground, man. Why is this black chair with a black metal, temperature 50 degrees, and my body burning hot? Explain that to me as a freaking ass airplane is flying by. This shit needs to stop. And if these freaking people are used to killing people around here, you know, that shit needs to stop. And I don't want to freaking ass sit in my freaking ass couch. And here it is. I worked with video. And we knew how to stage videos when we had customers working for Department of Defense. And we put on any video we wanted based on the need. I don't want to sit on my freaking ass couch and have a video with little lines running on the screen trying to give direction on how to target the heart. And have little blue lights show up on the TV screen, or little yellow lights or white lights adjusting itself to where it's catty corner or directly across from where I'm sitting for the purpose of lacing my heart. Or saying, showing a person's back to indicate lace from the back to the front. Or the front to the back, or side to the left, left to right. That shit's gonna stop. Colorado, TV stations, news media, Fox News. What the hell is in your background as you're sitting? Look I'm sitting here on my chair, and I don't have shit in my background. But your asses have a lot of shit going on in the background as you're doing your news. Giving direction to whoever's trying to do foul play, like lace people's heart as they're sitting watching the freaking ass television. And then little lights appear on your freaking ass walls as they're communicating shit through the TV. Doable? You damn right it is. It is doable. This shit needs to stop. My name's Edith Del Carmen Blankenship. Who's looking after me? Not a damn person. Oh, let me rephrase that. Who's looking after me? Me. I expect to stay freaking ass healthy and live to be freaking ass over 80s. My grandmother lived to be 83 and probably to 100. And so would my mother and aunt if they had resided in Central America, El Salvador, and not in the United States of America. I reside here in freaking ass United States of America. And no bullshit problems with heart. That's a freaking ass bullshit. Especially when I check it every year. Most people don't check it once every 6 years, once every 10 years. I check it every freaking ass year. And I didn't move to freaking ass Colorado in this freaking ass brown box room to be put in a freaking ass brown box and buried here. Or cremated. My ass isn't being cremated. I want an open freaking ass casket. Open casket funeral. When I freaking ass die at God's planning and not freaking ass man's. So I should be living to about 90. No bullshit heart problems. And not able to sit in one damn place because I'm a freaking ass sitting target of the heart. That shit needs to stop. Private detectives? Damn right there are. Private investigators? You damn right there are. Law enforcement and attorneys? You damn right there are. Do people commit crimes? You damn right they do. How many murders are committed in the United States of America? Many. How many of them could have been prevented? Probably all of them. My name's Edith Del Carmen Blankenship. Today is June 7, 2018. And I'm sick and tired of the bullshit 5 dead family members. I'm not going to be one of them.